Let's do it live.
Bam.
Are we doing it yet?
Hold on.
Have I done it?
Fucking go live
Wait.
button. Jesus Christ, dude.
Am I doing it?
God damn it.
Just pour your fucking whiskey.
What's high score mean? Did I break it? Is that good?
Is that good?
Is that good?
That's funny. Now, Biff. Hunter-gatherers.
Hunter-gatherers.
Right? They don't just
are
hunt.
Fucking
They
live.
also, yeah.
What if we don't want to be live?
Too bad.
God
Too
damn it.
bad. Right? You already signed the waiver. Your privacy's fucked.
Yep. All that shit that you just didn't look at and you accepted on your phone, it was a lifelong contract for the Red Eye
Human
Report.
centipede.
A lot of flour, but that gummy's really kicking in now.
I'm getting fucking 8 bags of gummies tomorrow. It's gonna be awesome.
Nice.
These 50 milligram gummies, just 500 milligrams altogether, 10 of 50. Oh, it's awesome.
They're 50 milligram gummies?
Yep, 10, 50 milligram gummies, the little cubes. They're fucking awesome. I know, right?
Damn. Kill yourself.
Wow, that's a good dose. 50 milligrams.
Listen to you over here drinking a gallon of whiskey, but I'm gonna kill myself.
You're right.
Right.
All right.
Ashtray, if you're gonna crack a lid, I'll go get my vodka, bro.
Okay, go get your fucking vodka. Jesus Christ.
Holy fuck, it's like herding cats. Are we starting?
Right?
What are we doing?
Red Eye Report.
Y'all go ahead and start. I'll go get my vodka. You're good.
Okay, well,
Right back.
as Teddy totally proves my what I'm going to say about him in the intro.
Okay,
I'm going to get started here. In this episode of the Red Eye Report, we talk about hunter-gatherers. With me this week is Teddy. He comes from a long lineage of non-hunter-gatherers. His great-great-great-great-great-grandfather was the dude that showed up to eat the meat, ate some berries, smoked a shit ton of drugs, and slept for 18 hours a day. Way to keep the tradition going, Teddy.
So they were known as like the loungers and moochers.
Yep.
So you trying to say black folks is lazy, motherfucker?
They're
No, just
all
your
fucking
family.
black.
No, you said it.
Yeah.
All right.
You were never a hunter-gatherer, Teddy.
Back then they were
Ashtray.
all black.
Got the vodka.
All right.
Attaboy, Teddy.
We also have Mystic. Mystic was left behind by his hunter-gatherer tribe. We found the poor
Sure
guy
was.
hiding out behind a Denny's, surviving on half-eaten waffles and sour Bud Light.
Sour Bud.
Talk about
Gross.
fucking recipe.
How do you
for
tell if it's
PTSD.
sour? But
Yeah, right. We also have Teddy, or Ashtray. Don't let him get near the goddamn berries. That's all I've got to
Wow.
say. Fucking keep him away from the berries.
Don't let
Wow.
Ashtray near the berries. You might mistake him for Teddy.
Finally, there's me, Oracle. I need electronics, but maybe I could get more in touch with my hunter-gatherer ancestry. Don't hold your breath. But this is the
No.
Red Eye Report. Bum, bum, bum. All right. So, we're talking about...
You did a lot of research.
I did do a lot of research.
he always does a lot of research.
Well, not always, but I kind of
you
got...
phone it in like the rest of us.
Yeah. But every once in a
We do
while,
it
I'll
every
kind of
week.
get down a rabbit hole. I read an article...
Not every week.
I read an
Once every
article
quarter.
earlier today about this finding of Peruvian hunter-gatherers. They uncovered some a burial site, and they found that the women were actually like 30 to 50% of the hunters that actually hunted. So it wasn't just the men that were hunting. And this was about
Is this
like
recent?
8,000, 9,000 years ago.
This is a recent discovery?
Yeah, this is a recent discovery that they
I
found.
think I saw that. Like it upended the kind of idea that the women just
Right.
stayed at home.
Well, the
Right.
thing is that in animals, in every animal, the females
Yeah, the
are
lioness does
also
the hunting and
hunters.
shit.
They
Mhm.
well, and not just lionesses, but female tigers fucking hunt. I mean, every animal hunts themselves, whether they're male or female. You know what I'm saying?
gender.
We're the
Gender
only
don't give a
ones that
shit.
have
We
this.
gotta eat.
Exactly.
Motherfucker.
We're the only
Work.
ones that have this fucking, this notion that we have to fucking men have to go provide and shit. Is dumb.
Yeah, and that's what they said. They're like, well,
you just want to be a stay-at-home dad.
it was
I do.
really, that doesn't stand in all of the civilizations. It does vary from these different cultures or whatever. But yeah, this is a notion where we kind of have this idea, and basically it was more based on age. Like, are you capable of going out and fucking hunting and doing this? Because we need to eat. So that kind of got me going down this rabbit hole of hunter-gatherers, and I was wondering, who the fuck were these people?
What were they hunting?
Yeah, right.
Why did they smell so bad?
Right. And
Astray, I can't. Your screen is frozen, so you gotta let me know when I gotta take a shot.
right
Okay.
now he's doing a fucking
Right. Oh, I
handstand.
did 5 shots
Been
this
chugging
whole
it Jim
time.
Leahy style.
Oh, really? Oh
He's
shit.
fucking
Okay.
taking it down.
All
It
right, so
unfroze,
Teddy's
okay, I'm-
taking a fucking shot here. Ashtray, he's got his fucking bottle of whiskey.
Bottle. God damn.
Jesus.
He's just chugging it like a hobo.
Right?
Knob Creek.
Glass, you fucking
All right,
filthy
This is
animal.
This is why I couldn't live with any fucking woman. She would hate me because I would just drink out of every fucking bottle.
Yeah, keep your
Like an
syphilis.
animal.
Get a glass, you mongrel.
Right?
all right.
I've been called a mongrel.
Mongrel.
That's a great time. That's a great.
Okay, so
Mongrel is
hunter-gatherers, they were prehistoric nomadic groups, or at least the prehistoric idea of them, that harnessed the use of fire, developed an intricate knowledge of plant life, and refined technology for hunting and domestic purposes as they spread from Africa to Asia, Europe, and beyond. So these were people that were basically moving to where the food was. Agriculture is only 10,000 years old, which that's when things
Isn't
really
that
change
crazy?
for us. Yeah, it is crazy.
Yeah, because they didn't have to chase the food around. They could stay and grow some food and then hunt when they wanted
Someone
to.
finally was like, "Well, why don't we just do this?"
Yeah, I mean, why
Well,
don't we
growing
just
food's
do
not
this?
easy, bro.
But
I-
that's the
I
thing,
know it's not
right?
easy.
Growing food is not easy, and you're at the mercy of other kind of elements. And when people start, like these early civilizations or whatever, when you have cities, people were getting sick with fucking terrible plagues and shit because they were used to being for 99% of
tribe.
human history, we were in
They were
groups
small.
of 50 or less, fucking
Yeah.
living outside, building these little shelters or whatever, moving to wherever the food was. So it was a major
Shitting
shift.
on each other's
Yeah.
faces.
Right, yeah. Shitting
Wow.
on each other's faces.
And now that should have cost you $150 in Vegas.
Right, skinning
Right?
your enemy.
Yeah.
Goddamn shame. It's a goddamn shame.
So we've been at this for a while. So early bands of Homo erectus were likely among the first to venture out into New Worlds
He said Erectus.
2 million years ago. Okay, 2 fucking million years ago. As man harnessed the use of fire, things began to
So
change
did
for
Homo
us.
erectus have fire?
So they didn't have fire. They think that they
Only Homo sapiens that had fire.
Well,
Did
no,
Neanderthal or
Neanderthals definitely had fire. So 400,000 years ago was when they think they were starting to come together and use fire to cook food. And I think we talked about this before. This really
Yeah, I
changed
did
the
talk
game
about it, yeah.
for them
Yep.
because it allowed them to cook the food. They could get more nutrients, and this is
made
enhancing
their
the
brains?
And
yeah,
their
it made their
brains
brains
bigger.
bigger,
Brains
right?
bigger,
It's
yep.
feeding their brains. And also, I found this to be fascinating. These fires actually served as major kind of social collecting points. Because think about this. If you're living out in the fucking woods...
Because it's fucking cold.
Well, yeah.
Everybody's going to go on the fire.
it's cold.
It's fucking obvious.
Right. It's cold, or there might be fucking animals that want to kill
Yeah.
you at any
Wolves
moment.
didn't come near the fire.
Right. They don't come by the fire. So it was extremely advantageous for humans to sit around a fire and to fucking talk and do these things. So, I don't think I've met a person
Red tales about a false
that
god.
has told me that they do not like sitting by a fire and watching a fire.
I hate sitting by fire.
Okay, well, that proves my theory.
Teddy, you goddamn
But he
contrarian.
was never a hunter-gatherer.
Right, you were never a hunter-gatherer. So that
We hunted and gathered for white folk for 400 years.
right. So
I only sat by the fire
Right.
when there were ribs on it.
this proves my theory. But we have this
Jesus Christ.
fascination, right? We're drawn to the fire. That's because for
Yes.
hundreds of thousands of years, this meant
Yeah.
survival for us.
Say,
Well, and we evolved around fires for so long that
Right.
like that's why I think like you want a good like kind of self-hypnotism or almost like you want to zone out,
Absolutely.
sit around, a little fire pit. Just like it really does like just kind of let your brain like
Right.
air out.
Right.
until Ashtray falls into it. Drunk
All
ass.
right.
Take
All
a
right.
shot.
Ooh, another shot. Okay, here we go.
You guys ever watch that Cosmos show?
Yeah, with Neil deGrasse
Which one, the
Tyson.
original or
Neil deGrasse Tyson? Yeah. No, the new. I never saw the original, the newer one. But
Carl Sagan,
so
man?
in the new one, he talks about how dogs were domesticated, and that fire played a big part in it because humans would gather around it, and there wasn't as much food for the wolves and shit, right? So these
Mhm.
wolves and coyotes and whatever would fucking slowly work their way and try to be nice, and they found that over time they would be fed.
Mm-hmm.
Get
So the
scrapped.
more and more they would be fed, the more domesticated they became, and slowly over hundreds of thousands of years, voila, dogs.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, and actually it's found that I think they said 15,000 years ago, 14,000 years ago, there's evidence that they had dogs. So
Yeah.
actually, new research in Siberia indicates that humans may have established relationships with wolves as early as 27,000 years ago. And
Damn.
14,700 years ago, there was an undisputed case of domestication between humans and
Oh.
dogs.
Undisputed.
So it only took like 13,000 years
Right.
to create a
In only
bitch.
13,000 years, you can turn your wolf into a domesticated friendly friend.
Yeah.
That'd be a
That'd be a
hilarious
great
fucking
commercial.
skit. Like a
Right.
fucking infomercial.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
a caveman's
crazy
watching
and
the
shit.
infomercial.
Come on down that Sunday.
But
Yeah.
think of how many babies and shit they lost. Are we cool? Can I take this? Okay, cool. I'm like, no, bad dog. Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
right.
Yeah,
But yeah, it's like you
Is
wake
this
up
food
and your
too?
fucking
I don't
newborn's
get it.
been mauled.
yeah.
So
They just look at him and like Fido.
Yeah.
Wah, wah. All right, so it's what's kind of fascinating with these hunter-gatherer things. One thing to think about, to put into perspective, is that 99% of our existence as human beings has been as hunter-gatherers. We have only been in this agricultural period for 1% of our existence. And just think about, how our lives, we think they are so different now with technology and everything. It is such a fucking small sliver of our human experience.
Oh yeah.
It's
Physiologically, we're still them.
right. We really are. We really are still these
Why we have
hunter
anxiety
gatherers.
and shit. and
Right. So a lot of these things, these
wanna
things that we
crush
feel,
people's
right? We're
skulls.
fucking we're supposed to be out collecting berries, fishing, hunting or whatever. Instead, we're looking at
You
fucking
know what
tentacle
happened?
porn.
I have triple berry granola right here.
There we go.
All right, the
Teddy.
hunting and gathering has been done for us. I'll go down to Kroger and get some ribs and barbecue them motherfuckers. Like, I mean, it's I get it. I get what you're saying, but consumerism is what fucking fucked it up.
Yeah.
People eating shit.
Right. And
Well, the thing is, you can then argue that, like, well, yeah, consumerism fucked it up, but consumerism and like our like the human capacity in innovation, especially post industrial era,
Yeah, innovation is what took it to the next level.
we have
Freezers and
there was a long period of time where there was maybe at the most like 500,000 humans in the entire planet.
Right.
And now
Right.
we're at like what, almost 8 billion?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Billion.
So one thing that's really fascinating is
How can we do that? McDonald's.
there are still hunter-gatherers that are still alive, that are still living this way across the globe. They estimate maybe 5 million hunter-gatherers exist
Wow.
on the
Really?
planet. Yeah, and there are, 20 plus different tribes that are around the world. They are, in many different types of the world. Now, when we think of
some of them kind of protected in a way.
well,
or...
they're certainly protected.
Like that group in India is probably protected.
Yeah, you don't want to fuck with them, right? And when we say hunter gatherer, a lot of times it's mostly gatherer.
Gathering,
Right,
yeah.
because that's the
Yeah.
fucking easiest thing to do.
They gather grubs and shit like that.
Shit like that. Hunting is a lot more difficult.
like-
Fishing is definitely a big part of that as well. But it's really, really interesting because they've been studying these groups and kind of seeing, like what is the difference with these societies compared to our society. And they've studied, for instance, this Hadza tribe in northern Tanzania. And these guys, they wanted to see, okay, well, what is we live these sedentary lifestyles in our modern world, and that's not good for us. What is the difference between the Hadzas and us? So they gave them Fitbits. And they're monitoring them with the Fitbits. Yeah.
So like they don't really know what the fuck this thing is.
What
but
point?
It's like, hey, wear this thing.
At what point did Tanzanians try to eat the Fitbits?
The Tanzanians are like,
Yeah,
wait a
right.
minute, you are crossing my privacy boundaries.
This thing is it keeps counting down. Is how many steps I have till I die? What is going on
Are
here?
you collecting my metadata?
It was really kind of interesting because they found that this hunter-gatherer tribe, they're actually more sedentary than we are. They spend more time chilling out than we do in
Really?
yes,
No
in
shit.
Western society. But here's the difference.
Well, there's a
difference. They're only eating
energy.
500 calories a day.
Well, no,
Right.
actually, that is a myth. Actually, these hunter-gatherer societies are quite well fed. There's no lack of food for many of them.
I thought not a lack of food. I thought they were sitting still and everything else, chilling out because they're trying to conserve energy and things like that.
Well, the thing is, when they're chilling out, they're not sitting down on a rock. They're not sitting down on a log. They're kneeling. They're squatting. They're chilling out. And also, when they are active, they're really fucking active. So when they're active, they're like satisfying that daily requirement, recommended far beyond the recommended, what you're supposed to do.
Down antelopes on foot.
Right.
Shit.
Right. So they're really busting their ass. But this isn't like every day. And they've actually found that these groups, they have way more free time than we do. Way fucking more free time.
Yeah,
So much more time for activities.
Just fucking doing whatever the fuck they want. Doing hobbies, playing with kids, shit like that.
Well, also,
Yeah, but they don't have like electricity and things like that, though, right?
No, they don't have
Yeah,
electricity.
Well,
They better not have
I'd much rather
electricity.
have a KFC.
let me
Yeah.
just take a Nintendo there and watch everybody.
but
get
you
fat.
also have to consider, like, okay, sure,
like the old Nintendo with Mario. This is all y'all get.
Right?
Everybody
Yeah.
can play this. Everybody
dietary-wise,
would
like,
get fucking fat.
even if they got plenty of time to chill, and be kind of sedentary, they're not taking in any sort of processed foods
Right.
at all.
They're not.
Right.
Yeah.
And that
Yeah.
does cause,
Yeah.
like the inflammation that your body gets from
Mhm.
some of these foods we eat every day. They're delicious. Don't get me wrong, but goddamn, they're not good for you.
Yeah, right.
Says,
No.
Says the
man
guy
with a Mountain
chugging
Dew
a
hat.
fucking
With
bottle
a
of fucking
Mountain Dew
whiskey.
hat, dog. Shot.
America. America.
So, another interesting finding that they found is that the way that they raise their kids is completely fucking different than the way that we raise our kids.
Yes, because we have to raise our
They
kids
beat 'em
to
into
go to
compliance.
college. They have to raise their kids to chase down an antelope on foot. I mean, it's gonna be differences.
Right. Well, get
Yes,
this.
obviously.
So in this tribe, the Hadza tribe of Tanzania, children 5 years of age and younger may be getting half of their food on their own. They have to forage for half of their food on their own by 5. By 6 years of age, 75% of their food. At 3
Really?
years old, boys receive their first small bow and arrow and hunt for little animals. At 3.
Wow.
Wow.
And children as young as 4 build fires and cook meals on their own in their childhood groups. And
Wow.
the kids,
I mean, who needs ABCs?
the kids play way more than
Look,
what
the
Western
squirrels.
kids do. They play, and a lot of their play is cooking, hunting, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
You know, it's just it's
They
practicing.
learn real skills.
Right.
Well, yeah.
Um,
I guess learning to have fun with
Again,
what
bring a
you're-
Nintendo and see what happens, though.
Right.
My only joy is all like if a zombie apocalypse happens and all their civilization breaks down, all these brown tribes that are still living indigenously are
mhm.
gonna survive.
Oh yeah, they're gonna be fine.
right?
They're gonna be
The only
fucking fine.
motherfuckers that know anything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're gonna
These
survive.
guys are going to be absolutely fine. So what
if you were sorry to interrupt, but if you
Mhm.
were to bring like a Nintendo, like you're saying,
you
or,
guys are
like,
really obsessed with this Nintendo idea.
well,
All right, Sega. Whatever.
I'm thinking, yeah, or Sega, like, regardless, you bring a video game system. Do you think maybe like because their frame of reference, like they can't even comprehend, like like oh, this is
Yeah,
an
they've never
open
seen
a
world
true.
game,
television.
like.
That's true.
They've never seen a fucking radio.
Like,
They don't
yeah,
know what
right.
To
fucking
them, it's
radio
just like, okay, here's like this moving. It's like a moving thing. Sure, like I can kind of push this, but like none of this computes to my brain,
True.
and it's just like I
There
don't
might not
get
be
it.
an analog to it, right? There might not be if you sit a computer down or like
an
that
Atari
first
did shit.
movie, right? The first movie with the train coming
Yeah,
at the
yeah.
crowd.
Oh, yeah,
Right.
people ran. Yeah,
People freaked the
Yeah.
fuck out, right? They thought it was a real
Yeah.
train. Yeah, that's
Right.
a good point. They might not even know how
But then I
to.
should be like, I don't know, I can't even register with this.
Right.
It's fucking dumb to me.
So I
Moving
thought
on, I'm gonna
this
go
was
find some grub.
interesting. Marriages amongst hunter-gatherers are much more likely to be with unrelated individuals or distantly related kin compared with food producers.
Wait, what?
So the rest of us. So they are it's much more advantageous for a hunter-gatherer to broaden their network by marrying people from distant tribes, because this
Sure.
strengthens the social bonds that you can
Spreads
leverage.
your genes around. You don't
Right,
have
letter-
inbreeding.
And also, let's say, hey, somebody's sick in my family or whatever. Now you have a wider network to tap into. So they
Well,
think
when you
this
say
is why
compared to food producers,
Food
what do you mean by
producers.
that?
us. So everybody else that is not a hunter gatherer. So we're the food producer. We need agriculture, right? We're not out hunting. So these groups are groups that go to where the food is. They don't store anything. They get it. They eat it.
Oh,
they
I
move
see.
on.
Because they're gathering, like we're making our. I see. what you mean.
Exactly. We have stores of food. This was really interesting. So, in many of the languages of hunter-gatherers, they do not have the F or the V sound. And they think that this is because of the transition to agriculture. So, softer foods from agriculture lead to teeth formation most of us are used to, with your top front teeth coming down in front of your bottom teeth. Okay, so you've got a little bit of an overbite.
Overbite, yeah.
All right. So for them, hunter-gatherers, harder foods that hunter-gatherers traditionally ate prevented this overbite. So the teeth came down right on top of one another. in order to
Bro.
handle this harder food. So they can't say the F or the V, right? Or the languages don't have the F or the V in them.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's stupid.
No, you're right.
Could it be
Okay,
the same? Could it be the same
here's the thing.
concept in a different way
One thing is-
with Asian people? And they can't say the L.
I don't know
I
why.
just think that's the way. I just think that's the way they learn to talk from their parents,
Yeah,
or whatever.
no, I don't
Because
think it
I mean,
has
to
to
say
do with their
F
teeth.
to say the F word, you just put your fucking bottom lip under your fucking front teeth. I mean, and it's not, you know. So why would, I mean, maybe they just haven't come up with that sound on their own. They haven't come up with Nintendo on their own. So I mean,
Well, they don't need the sound. That's just how
Right.
their language
That's the thing is,
developed.
those indigenous tribes don't need to say "fuck you" because they just are all working.
exactly.
No, Teddy. What he's saying though is that
I get what he's saying.
their
I'm just
teeth
saying
are straight on, so when they
Straight on,
say
right, I
they
get that.
can't say that
Right.
sound because
Can't
their
make
teeth
that.
don't go over
Well,
the
they
bottom
they
lip.
can't say it, and also they just don't even say it. It isn't part of the language,
Not
right?
part of the language.
So they did a study back in the 1960s, and they found that the Bushmen that they were studying only worked about 15 hours each week, and then another 15 to 20 hours on domestic chores. So the rest of the time they just relaxed, focused on family and
But again,
friends.
that's it. Yeah, but
Relax,
they're not.
jerked off in the bushes.
But at the same time, they are working to survive. We're working to consume. So
True.
that would be, and like we have to pay rent, we have to pay house note, light, keep lights on the thing. So
Right. So
Well, I mean, you don't have to. Teddy.
Yeah,
Right.
you can go join these.
well, if I don't pay the internet Comcast, there's no red eye report for Teddy. I mean,
Yeah, but I'm saying is you don't have to do that though.
right. I do. Right. You don't have to. Yes.
Right. So one last thing here about the hunter-gatherers that I thought was really interesting. This guy went and he lived with this tribe, this Hadza tribe that I have been talking about. And they were doing a study on microbiome. So that's your gut bacteria. And this guy, he ate a bunch of yogurt, and out of his group or whatever, he tested. I believe he was coming out of the UK. He tested as having the most diverse microbiome. And then he went and he lived with these guys for at least a couple weeks. And he was out there, and these people have been eating the same shit for, a long ass time. And, it's berries and whatnot. And they did a test after he got back, and it was 20% higher. His microbiome was 20% higher than what it was, what is considered to be very high by our standards. And this was from eating porcupine and some fucking berries and shit like that. So they have, it's known that they actually have the healthiest microbiome on the planet. So these hunter-gatherers have extremely good gut bacteria.
I mean, again, they're eating all, like Ashtray said, they're eating all natural foods, no processed shit. So
right, which
give them some Cheerios and watch the shit change.
They don't think about, we gotta wash
You want to
this.
see him die? Fucking make a big tray of fucking brownies or some shit.
Right.
Everyone goes into a diabetic
Right.
coma.
But
Give them all Big Macs.
right, but or they can just watch you stuff your face with Big Macs and fucking laugh
Yeah.
at you, right? Like
Yeah.
so it just goes to show.
Like, the caloric intake from a Big Mac might just put them in a coma if you think about it.
Yeah,
Right.
right.
I will say when we were camping and everything else, like when we were camping, I mostly ate jerky and fucking nuts and things like that, and drank coconut water, and you felt. I mean, I know I brought all that shit in with me, but you felt the healthiest because I wasn't eating. You know what I'm saying, all the shit I would eat when I was at the house.
Right.
Hey,
right,
look, man,
right.
alkaline water, coconut water, dog, in the woods is awesome.
Well, right.
Oh,
Just
fuck
think
you.
about if they were to eat a Big Mac, if one of those people was to eat a Big Mac, it would almost instantly just come out of their ass. Like there
Their
would be
digestive system be like,
their
"What the
digestive system would be like, what the fuck is
Right,
this shit?
There
right.
might, because now we know the gut brain connection. The microbiome would be sending signals to the brain like, "Fucking
Yeah,
everybody out of the
eject.
pool."
Yeah, right.
Woo, 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 woo.
Everybody out of the pool. Oh my god.
So that's our hunter gatherers. It's kind of fascinating. Oh yeah, I was just remembering one time. So I was in Malaysia with Carolyn one time.
Like you do.
Yeah, like you do.
Just,
And we were in
just go
this
to Malaysia.
we were in this place called Tamanagara, which took like 4 fucking hours on this boat to get there, and it's in the middle of the jungle. And you're out there and you're seeing these tribes and shit along the shores as they're boating you out, and these people are wearing fucking loincloths and shit, and they're running out and they're waving hi. The kids are waving hi and everything. And we were out in the jungle. We were trekking in the jungle, and we came up upon this guy. We were sitting, Carolyn and I, we were fucking dying from this trek. Like, we were out there just sweating our fucking balls off, just chowing down on rice and all this stuff that we brought with us. And this guy comes up out of the woods, and he's just got this like fucking dart gun, this like blowgun, and started talking to the guy. And he was somebody that was kind of would
Wait, he spoke English?
he spoke
Yeah,
English,
you
so
said.
he would work with the tribes. He would also go like into town every once in a while.
Was he like a white dude? Like he didn't look.
No, he wasn't a white dude. He was this black dude that he's just like, yeah, I
Wait,
But he wasn't native.
No, he wasn't native, but he was a guy that goes out into the jungle for like a month at a time and hunts monkeys and survives by
really?
eating fucking monkeys. Yeah. And shit that he finds in the jungle. And there's fucking tigers
Just
and stuff out
'cause?
there. Just cuz. He's just like, yeah, that's what I do. I just go from one town to the next. I fucking spend like a month out in the jungle
I
killing
say, like,
monkeys
when
and
you
shit.
already know in the English
Oh,
language, like, you don't need to hunt monkeys with the blowgun.
Well, I think what he did actually was he would be a guide for researchers out there, because there were a lot of researchers.
Did you just look him in the eye and be like, you don't have to do this. You know that, right? You just
You're a black guy. Just don't go to America. You can speak English. Just don't go to America.
yeah.
I see how
Anywhere
those,
else in the
Right.
world, you'll be
Anywhere else in the
fine.
world
Right.
you want to go.
Yeah.
The world
Being
is
a
your
guy for
oyster.
research.
Except
I mean,
for South
honestly, the
Pacific.
dude seemed fine. Like Carolyn and I were just like, sweat.
Oh yeah, he's used to fucking hunting, running from tigers, and
right?
shit.
He's just like
Yeah.
fucking like casually walks up like after walking for days in the jungle and shit. Like, no words for the wear. He's like, yeah, I'm just gonna go into town for an hour and then I'm gonna start heading back. All right. But yeah,
Cool, man. Nice blowgun.
Yeah, so, like,
bud.
does he, like, have a tent out there? Or what? How, did he?
he didn't have fucking shit
Dude.
with him, dude.
Like,
He's a
what he-
fucking
how he
lone
was in
wolf,
the-
man. He's
So
a
just a
lone
black
wolf.
guy. Did he have a loincloth on or clothes? You said
Lone-
everybody else had loincloths.
he,
Yeah, man.
he had like fucking clothes of a. He didn't have a loincloth, but he had clothes of a guy that just wears the same shit and doesn't give a
Didn't
fuck
give a
and
fuck.
just has
Like
like,
a
a
tank
satchel
top
with
and
fucking
shorts kind of thing?
monkey brains and shit. Yeah.
Dude, I feel like there's way more to this story. Maybe
You're
not that
telling
you
us.
know,
Yeah,
but like
I-
this,
right.
No, not that you're not telling us, but like this dude's life story
Oh yeah, it's got to be
would
fucking
be
insane,
nuts.
right?
Yeah.
And there are people out there like this. That's the thing.
Like,
That's
he
the
might be a
fascinating
fugitive
thing.
who just learned how to survive
yeah.
out there. Like,
Actually, I
Yeah.
just fucking murdered 10 people and
ru-
I'm on the
yeah.
run.
Well, he's on the run from
You guys are
Interpol
lucky
or
there's
something.
other people around here, because yeah, I'd probably kill you too.
I haven't caught any monkeys. I was gonna kill and eat both of you.
All right.
Oh
Well,
my
on that
god.
note, we're moving on to What's Sexy, where we tell you what's sexy in this world. And I'm starting off with Thrill of the Fight, which is a VR game. I've got it on Quest. It's available on PC VR. $10.
I gotta tell you,
And
man, I've been seeing those Oculus
Oh, is
commercials.
it like a
$300
boxing
I'm like,
one?
I'm
It's
thinking
a
about getting it.
boxing one. It's a room scale boxing game. You need 6.5 feet by 6.5 feet. And
Jesus.
it is, you want to get a good workout? fucking play this game. It's
So how
very
much
good
different
workout.
is that? What was the other one you're playing?
So I was
Creed?
playing a Creed. Creed is completely unrealistic. Like it's very much, it's
I'm
it's,
guessing. I'm guessing because you need 6x6, you can walk them around the ring. You can
yeah, you
retreat
walk
and shit,
around the
so.
ring, and it's
Yeah.
very so Creed. If you're blocking and shit against like Drago, it doesn't fucking matter. Like he's like a superhuman. Whereas
It's
this,
like boxing, like blocking against Tyson and Mike Tyson's punch
right,
out. Like it
like
didn't really matter.
this, you actually need to fucking the AI is responding to what you're doing. You need to block properly. And it's fucking awesome. It's awesome on the Quest. PCVR would be fine as well. But I do it for my lunch break, actually. I do this to fucking just get the heart rate going. And I'll
try to get back to your hunter-gatherer roots.
Yeah, with my VR headset.
Yeah, right.
I'm at work, so I'm on lunch break. I'll just pop him. I'll just do a quick cardio.
Hunter-gatherer VR game.
Get that cardio in, go back to work.
Yeah, so this is really good. Another thing that's really good that I've been doing with this is Pluto TV. You know, Pluto, the fucking TV app where you can watch whatever. They actually have a VR app, an Oculus app, and it's phenomenal watching like old game shows and shit. Yeah.
Oh, really? In VR?
Yeah.
It's fucking dope.
It's fucking awesome. It's like having a huge ass fucking TV, like a fucking jerk off, like rich.
Wait. Well, so like, you're just watching TV in VR?
Yeah, you're just watching TV in VR, but it's fucking huge, right? It's, in VR.
So you can watch all the Pluto channels through your Oculus?
Yeah, through your Oculus. It actually works better than it does on my TV. It works really well. So I was watching Enemy at the Gates.
Honey, you should see this. Oh yeah, sorry.
I was watching Enemy at the Gates earlier today, so that's fucking kick ass.
Nice.
It's a good fucking movie.
It is a good movie.
A great movie.
All right, next up we have Mystic.
Taught us all what we know about Stalingrad.
Right? We have
Do
Mystic
not come back. We will fire at you.
and Georgia.
So, not only did Trump lose Georgia once, but he lost it twice.
He didn't fucking lose, dog. It's voting fraud.
They certified it again
we
today.
didn't do over. We didn't do over. It's not fake news fraud.
Shut up. Yeah. That's all I want to say. He's a losing fucking piece of shit.
Okay, so if that's what
actually, did you guys see? Hold on. Did you guys see Rudy's fucking hair dye?
No. What happened?
What? He dyed his hair?
Melt down his face. Oh my god, you haven't seen that?
Okay,
just
let me
type
look it up.
right now, Oracle. Type in Rudy hair dye.
While you're looking that up, did y'all hear about in the Michigan shit? Apparently, the two Republicans decided not to certify, and then they decided to certify, and then apparently I heard on NPR they backtracked again after getting a call from President Trump.
So was it like certain counties? There's a couple counties, right? That like
no, one county.
No,
one county, Wayne County, which is where Detroit is at, which is like 85% black.
Yeah,
his hair dye is fucking coming down his face, shit. Because he's probably snorting speed and fucking giving a press conference.
Stay awake? Yeah, at his age, he's getting
old. Dude, it's embarrassing. Like, what the fuck, man?
I think every election has been rigged or some kind of cheating is going on, and
Oh my god, is that down? Oh my god, you can see it. Looks like it's that weird sideburn shit.
Yeah. The thing is the allegations of cheating is so stupid. So we elected fucking Biden president, but we couldn't cheat well enough to not have Mitch McConnell come back or Susan Collins or fucking what's his face, Lindsey Graham.
If we were cheating,
man.
we would have had that blue wave.
Exactly. So
no. If you want a good cheater doesn't get greedy. Okay.
Oh God, Teddy, shut up.
We got the presidency. We got
Teddy, join Parler because we need your black
right.
input.
We need your conservative black
on the right wing.
I'll get on Parler. Okay.
All right. Next up, we've got Teddy fantasy football.
Okay, so last year it was my first year of fantasy football in a while. Like 3 years before that I won, or 2 years before that I won with some groups I used to play with. But I've been playing with Mystic in them. And last year I won 2 games the whole season. the whole time. And both those games were against Mystic. And this season, I am 8-2. And
That's funny.
I realized Sunday that I won 4 games in a row, then I lost one, and then I won 4 games in a row, and then I lost one again. So I don't know what's going on with my season, but I'm 8-2. I'm riding high, fucking, And I beat Detroit, and it was so fucking thrilling, because I was losing last Sunday, and then he started talking shit, and then fucking I ended up beating him by like 30 points. It was awesome. I just want to say
So I haven't played
That'll
fantasy
teach 'em.
football in a few years, but it kind of seems like when I
It's
played,
all
there
luck.
were dominating teams, and it doesn't seem like there's really dominating teams. Is COVID-19
Yeah.
playing a role in that?
There's
I don't
no
think-
home field advantage
sure.
anymore, man.
How's that
Okay.
a home? I mean, well, I guess the crowds.
There's no
I guess,
crowd.
Yeah. I get it. Yeah. Well, they're piping in sound.
Yeah,
know?
so your
Not
your
loud
shit's
enough.
Piping in
illegitimate,
bullshit.
fucking
Yeah.
Teddy. We're gonna put an asterisk by your championship.
Yeah, put an
And the
asterisk.
thing is
You
basketball
can put an
too.
asterisk by it if you
played
want to.
that-
Wear the ring and drive the Lamborghini. I don't give a fuck.
Not having a home field
And
advantage
spend the fucking money.
during the basketball fucking bubble was a true equalizer. You know what I mean? Like nobody had that fucking that crowd advantage.
Right.
But LeBron was still a baby.
I don't care what you fucking say. That dude, can play basketball,
I get
man.
it, but here's the thing about it. Right? When I was a kid, watching the Pistons walk off with like 20 seconds left to go on the clock when they were playing the Bulls, whatever. As a kid, I was like, why are they? I mean, I get they're losing, but they should finish the game. And seeing him do the same thing. When the Lakers were losing,
I'm not saying. Yeah,
I
he
mean,
is a bitch.
that brought up.
But I don't care what you say about him. That dude can play fucking basketball. As
of course he can.
As far as like athleticism, I think he's probably one of the most talented athletes that I've ever seen. Like, I think he could have been good at any sport, hands down. One of the best. He's like Bo Jackson in that aspect.
Fucking
Bo
Bo
Jackson.
knows. Is
Bo
that guy still
knows,
alive? Fucking Bo Jackson?
Yes.
Gotta be alive.
Yeah, he's still.
Does he?
I think we would have heard if he died, but
Well, he'll be like 60
He's
years
Bo
old.
Jackson.
He's not
Bo
that
knows
fucking
everything except for death.
old. Yeah.
Right, but I feel like, everybody's an analyst or whatever, especially at that
oh,
caliber.
like what? Yeah,
Well, everybody. You're right. Everybody is an analyst.
He's not
nowadays. I mean,
milking some,
Right.
Oh,
What the
Fox
fuck's
News.
Bo
yeah.
Jackson doing these days?
dude, Michael Vick
Fucking
is an analyst.
surviving off his name, dude. That dude probably owns restaurants and shit. You
That's
know what I
true.
mean? Like anything that has Bo Jackson's name on it.
He did
is gonna be
have
like-
Bo
I
knows.
actually have a
handout.
My Light that I made out of they had do you remember the Tiger handheld games?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
There was a Bo Jackson version where it was a special one where it was 2 games connected in one. It had 2 separate screens. One was a baseball game, and the other one was a
was a
football game.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
And it was sad.
Those
That's
games
cool.
fucking sucked so
Yep,
bad.
you couldn't. I remember
Yeah,
when
they
you
were-
played Tecmo Bowl. You couldn't pick the Raiders because he was fucking. And he would just run around.
Yeah,
oh my God,
you
him,
couldn't stop him at all.
All right,
him, Barry
next up,
Sanders the same way.
we've got
Yep.
Ashtray with sad, sad Christmas trees.
Oh yeah, bring that up for our viewers.
Mhm.
Don't tell him
So
what to do.
initially,
This is your what
it
sexy?
was well, I just think because it's funny.
Fucking hates America.
How
man.
like
Wow.
it is also representative of
Yeah, I
how
can help you pack.
2020
You hate
is.
America?
Oh my god. How is
well,
this shit
'cause-
so fucked up?
Initially, I had heard about this one in Cincinnati, and
Oh,
Was-
that Cincinnati one is so fucked.
someone had posted like, oh, Rockefeller's Christmas tree looks pretty sad, and I'm like, that isn't Rockefeller, like that's supposed to be Cincinnati because it was a recent news story, and so I Googled it before I started shaming them for fake news, and I'm like, oh no shit, like not only there's like
No
there's
shit.
like 3 or 4
NBC's a piece of shit too.
like shitty fucking Christmas trees. This one for Rockefeller Center, which because I watch the stupid news in the morning and I get only the NBC in. All they're talking about is this cute little baby owl they found, which the poor bastard was basically like stuffed in the tree
Like
when they
in the
tipped it
tree.
over.
Yeah.
Yeah, And it wasn't until they were going around starting to put, the lights in, a worker found like this fucking owl in there. It's like, I haven't eaten for 3 days. What the fuck?
You're gonna need a lot of lights to fucking cover that shit up.
Right.
Well, yeah. Now that you can see the pictures here, our viewers can see, it's like that's why they're talking about this cute little owl. It's because their tree is sad as fuck.
I mean, come on, man.
Bottom half does look like a Charlie Brown tree.
They're just gonna have to do like everybody's been doing since the beginning of fucking Christmas trees and putting the shitty part toward the back.
That's
all
true.
right?
Yep, you turn it around.
Yeah.
Right.
And then
and then in the middle of, but there is no back. It's in the
There
middle
is
of
no
Rockefeller
back.
Center.
You're gonna have to lay that
I mean,
motherfucker
well,
down.
right,
on
yes,
the
there you
ground.
I mean, yeah, it's in the middle
Although,
of Rockefeller Center.
I wouldn't be surprised if because I don't know if you've seen, there isn't a
They just
picture
have
in here. Of
construction
course, because
around
Fox
the side.
News wants to embarrass NBC all they can. They in the whole decorating process, they have scaffolding that goes around the entire thing.
Yeah.
So I guarantee you they're probably in there with like small fucking high tense fishing line or something, like
Trying to tie branches
bringing
to
the
one
branches
another.
up.
Right.
to,
Putting
like,
some
ship it
5G
out,
towers
and
in
trying to say
there.
they use a Spider-Man's wing because
Fucking
covered in tinsel.
brain mind control
Yeah,
droids.
they'll-
Calling Tim Burton.
They'll fix it.
wow.
Fucking call Bill Gates.
Calling in like Hollywood set directors and shit, trying to build
Yeah,
fucking
right.
trees. I need a gigantic Christmas tree like yesterday. Okay.
All right,
No,
next
God damn it, no.
we're doing Fuck What You Think, where we tell you to go fuck yourself. Fucking
Yeah,
cunts.
fuckers.
All right,
Fucking cunts.
Wow.
first up, there's me. Goddamn bots,
fuck you.
motherfuckers.
Well,
So-
stop one of those fake ass fucking MILF sites.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Fucking
Milfs are real, Teddy.
Walmart, home of the MILF, fucking advertise.
Oh,
That
advertise
deserves a shot.
they were releasing fucking more Xbox Series X's today at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay.
Mm.
And I'm like, okay, I got my fucking payment information in. I got it all set up.
you getting
I'm
it through
gonna-
Walmart?
I'm going to be here at fucking 3 o'clock on the internet. It was only online. And I'm going to fucking, I'm going to get me an Xbox Series X. I was there the second that it started, and I could not get an Xbox Series X.
Because they're like, there's a nerd with 10 of them who's just sitting there with like 5 computers waiting for that shit to go off.
Well,
I mean, you're not gonna,
Yeah,
it
that's
doesn't
why you
need
say
to
it's
be a
bots
nerd.
are
It's a
bots.
fucking
Pre-registered,
bot.
you said, right?
Yeah.
No, I couldn't pre-register. The fucking
Oh.
pre-orders were sold out too. The bots are snapping them up, and they're gonna sell them. They're selling these systems for like $5,000 and shit.
Yeah, they're going for
yeah.
yeah. Just check eBay and shit, bro. They're going
Yeah,
for
it's
insane.
insane.
This
amounts
is
of
why
money.
I wait.
And-
Like, I won't get one of those.
Right, and it's
systems
crazy.
For
All you gotta
another
do-
2 years.
I mean, all you have to do is wait until spring or
I
some shit next year,
fucking know.
and you can get one. I mean, I
I
don't fucking. I mean,
know.
just wait till after Christmas. You can
It's-
get one. That's all.
It's my
I mean, these
hunter
motherfuckers-
gatherer.
Principalities of the
Right?
whole
Oracle
thing.
needs his tech.
Right.
Look, or I understand. I am the video game guy. I stopped going to stores because I quit going to this one store I went to because I didn't get Titanfall in time. All my friends were playing it before I did. So I mean, I get what you're saying, but you can wait. You can wait, buddy. Just wait.
No, don't wait. Oracle, you're missing one golden opportunity, man. You need to write a bot.
Yeah, right.
You need to write an
Yeah, join.
algorithm
If you can't beat
that
them,
can
fucking join them.
Yeah, fuck them, dude.
Right.
Fuck
Yeah.
'em.
And I'll buy the
I'll
other one
bot
off
the
of you
bot.
at price. Don't try to fucking nigga.
At price, yeah.
It's
$2
fucking
grand.
fine. The demand. I do think that both Sony and Microsoft have done a good job with these systems. Granted, they don't have a lot of new games out for them, but
What do you mean they did a good job
wait,
with
wait,
the
here-
systems?
They
in terms
don't
of
have a lot of good-
what is powering the systems.
Oh,
But they
the
do.
hardware
The thing
inside.
is, but
Mhm.
I think what they did this generation with this new generation is a lot of the games you buy are ready to download on
Mhm.
your new system. Like I have a Valhalla and Watch Dogs on my Xbox. And when I get my Series X, I can download them on there along with Cyberpunk. And I have the Miles Morales
Crossover.
Spider-Man on my PS4. And when I
Mhm.
get a PS5, it's already ready to be downloaded onto it. So we haven't that didn't happen with the Xboxes.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
the 360.
So I look forward to it
PS3s.
when it fucking happens. God. Son of a bitch. All right, next
We
we
see
have
the tear in your eye.
right. We have reality shows. Fucking Travis is telling me to wait 6 months too. God damn it. That's
Yeah.
a reasonable thing to do.
Wait 6 months, bro.
Reality
That's true.
shows.
He's like, yeah, the new systems always have problems. You will get the fucking ring of death. Or
Yeah.
Wait your goddamn turn, Ashtray.
So anyway, reality shows, which aren't reality, obviously, but
They're real,
like
real dumb.
some of them, man. Like I started watching Comic Book Men, and
Why?
Still
it's
out?
just because I like Kevin Smith, really.
It doesn't matter.
And it's
You
a
make
reality
fun
show?
of me You make fun of me for
Yeah.
wearing the same goddamn shirts he wears. Okay.
Well, dude, I'm not fucking buying fucking comics and masturbating on them like they do or some shit. I just watch it to see the fucking shit come in. Like they have some cool fucking memorabilia come through there. Anyway, the fucking negotiating in there, it's so bad. It's so predictable.
Mhm.
Like that they had this price set before this dude walked in the store.
Right.
He's always like, "I'll take 400," and then fucking the main guy's like, "Oh, I'll give you 275," and then I'll guess the price every time. Oh, he's gonna say 350. Oh, what about 350? And then they'll be like, "Oh, I'll give you 325. That's the bottom line." Okay, I'll take it for 325. Just fucking give it. What do you want for it? 325. Okay, here you go. Jesus fucking Christ! I don't care. I just want to see the fucking item itself. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck,
Well,
man?
you know who made that really bad? What was that fuck? Pawn Stars.
Pawn Stars.
Yeah, that's
I was
it's
gonna
the
say
same.
he's
They
never,
all do the
he's never
same
watched
shit.
Pawn
Yeah.
Stars. Yeah, I mean, it's not.
No,
yeah.
I have at my dad's house, but hardly ever. Yeah. So you're right.
Yeah, I've seen a few
I'm
episodes,
sure it's
but
a
yeah.
fucking motif through every reality show.
Yeah.
I remember
But
when
it's fucking annoying, man.
Mhm.
I remember when there was another pawn show, a reality show in Detroit, off of Greenfield.
yeah, I remember
When I went
that.
to Detroit, my wife wanted me to stop there and get a mug and shit. And I was like, and they, thank God I procrastinated and went on Sunday, and they were closed on Sunday. I was like, thank God, because I didn't want to have to sign
That
this
shit is
form
the
and shit.
ghetto, dude. Why would she want to go there?
It's Detroit, fuck you,
Just
man.
because it's
I love my
well,
city.
and also it's on TV.
No, that shit was the ghetto, Teddy. Don't give me
Oh,
that
and it was
shit.
look, it was right across the street from Northland Mall. Okay, calm down, safe area. Just bring a gun or two. God,
Yeah, exactly.
this is
Bring a gun.
America. Bring a gun. God damn.
Oh man, that's fucking funny. All right, and we have Ashtray with the whatever radio telescope is doomed.
Oh,
do you
is
say
it
that?
Arecibo?
Arecibo.
I believe it's pronounced.
You gotta find that level.
Yeah, show some of these pictures.
Jesus fuck.
Yeah,
That thing is fucked up. Holy shit.
yeah.
Dude,
So
was that the satellite in James Bond?
yeah, that's
Yeah, I
what
think
I'm.
so.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was in James Bond, and it's
Yeah.
been in other movies where it's like plenty of alien movies. They just do like an over, like a flyover shot.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. With like
here's where
with
we're
like a
tapping into
typewriter
the radio
effect,
signal.
sound effect. No,
Exactly, and so
it's like it'd say like search for extraterrestrial life.
yeah, right. Or it's like some nerd who's sitting there and he's like sucking on a
Transformers.
blow pop, and all of a sudden,
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
machine over on the other side of the room goes beep beep beep. Like, oh fuck!
We
Oh,
get
my
it.
God.
Go
That's right,
on
a
with
movie.
it.
Ashtray,
Goddamn.
that's right, a
We
movie.
get it.
So-
Go on.
Ashtray, let's write a
yeah.
movie. Let's do it.
The satellite dish, which is it's in Puerto Rico,
Neighbors are like, what the fuck are they doing?
and
That's right. Take a drink in the middle.
it's apparently in April of this year there was a cable failure where like the where the cable's like mounted in the
failed?
or it like slipped out. It didn't break, or I mean it didn't like snap, but it like slipped, and they're like, oh fuck, like this is it. It's been hit by Puerto Rico's been hit by so many hurricanes. that they were getting it assessed for like, well, let's see how we can try to, fix and repair and reinforce this old cable, and then uh
Wait, but didn't
just
Trump give
this
them all those paper towels and shit?
well, yeah, you know what, but not enough paper towels
They
to
should have
bridge the
just
gap.
Yes.
tied them around it. Duh.
That it was in November, November 7th is when, before like the cable could be replaced that had failed in April, new one snapped, and you can see that picture there at the bottom where it's just like you're saying, it looks like, what was it, a college or no, battlefield level?
Battlefield map. Yeah.
Battlefield 4.
Like
Yeah.
I wish we could find
Like
that
it
level.
looks like a photo from a video game where it's like, oh, they just bombed our communication satellites. Now we got to go in there and take out their fucking losers. Anyways, it's all the engineers. They had 3 separate engineer consulting firms come in to like evaluate it, and
Yep,
they're
it's
just like,
fucked.
yeah, basically trying to repair it. It's too dangerous even to try to like. It's that big centerpiece is still dangling there for the few remaining cables. Like to try to get in there and like grab onto that centerpiece and try to reinforce it to then repair the cables. It's like you're asking for trouble.
Dude, when you're explaining that, and I think about that big piece dangling and all those little cords holding in, the guys that try to fucking go, like the two or three guys they send in there to fix it. If that cable snaps while they're fixing it, it shoots them up in the air like a fucking Looney Tunes cartoon.
Yeah,
But-
right.
but
You
it's
guys
real-
are
but it's
really
real
high
life.
tonight, huh?
We're high and drunk. Salud!
Jesus.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
looks pretty fucked, man.
But yeah,
it
it's
does.
sad because it's kind of it's an iconic radio telescope that is been in service for 60 years. I think they said.
It's iconic in movies. What has it found?
What is it? Well,
Fucking black
it's
hole
been.
or something, huh?
Oh yeah, it's
Right?
been.
Oh, did it?
it's,
Okay. Oh, yeah, it
like
found like okay.
NASA
I'm just asking. I didn't know. I'm asking.
Oh
in a
yeah. The
sarcastic
thing is, it's
asshole type
it's
way.
like a
but I was
lot of those
wrong.
radio telescopes. It's like different, universities or scientific experiments are always like basically they're buying time to use
Mm-hmm.
that telescope. So that telescope is probably recorded all kinds of shit. Just depends upon which experiments are actually using it for the time. But yeah, now I didn't really say. I don't know. The end of this article says something like, "Oh, it's not necessarily just the equipment. Like we're not going to decommission the entire thing. Like it's the people that are important." It's like, fucking what do the other little facilities do without the dish? It's like,
Mm-hmm.
oh yeah, we got to tear apart the dish because it's like a fucking safety hazard and it's gonna fall. Basically,
Well,
they
that-
said it's
when
gonna
was
fall
that
apart
dish-
if they leave it.
When was it that dish built? Do you know?
They said it's over 60
years
ago.
old.
60 years old.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's a
so
long time.
so all it
60s.
they can blow up what's there and put the new technology, which is a dish the size of a TV there, and do the same thing.
Right.
I mean, really,
They
it's
put like a
60
little
years.
direct TV dish
But I
out.
get-
there.
I get-
Oh, we're still this repairing.
Yeah.
I put a link in the Facebook thing for our
Mhm.
show right now.
Is
That's
that
the
the
picture,
level,
yeah, of
Of
that
the
level.
video game
a
thing.
level, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
All
Check
right.
this shit out. It's-
Multiple
it looks easy.
pictures.
Yeah.
You put it in the Facebook Messenger?
No, you
No, in the fucking the
Yes.
feed of our show right now.
didn't.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I can't do anything with that.
Yeah. Hold on.
I can't do anything with it.
I'm trying to see.
Doo-doo.
Yeah. I don't know how to
You gotta put
fucking
it-
look at that shit.
Put it. Yeah.
Oh,
put it
wait,
in the
wait,
messenger.
wait.
Oh,
There
I'll put
it
it.
is.
Hold on, I'll put it in the messenger then.
There it
put it in the
is.
messenger.
Oh, you got it.
No, put it in
Ah,
the
I
messenger
saw-
so I can look at it.
Anyways, it
Yeah,
looks like a
this is-
video game version of the fucking satellite dish.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so let me bring this up. Oh,
It's
yeah.
just sad to see,
Wow.
like,
Yeah.
but yeah,
it's-
even
they-
that angle looks
Yeah,
like
right?
Yeah, that's the fucking.
from that
That's
kind of
looking down
slightly
from one of
underneath it.
the fucking points that you have to hold.
Huh.
That's one of the few times I hung with Mystic because he wasn't driving a chopper.
Nope, just tanks on that one.
Huh.
But
That's pretty cool.
Yep.
It's fucked and cool at the same time.
Fuck damn cool. Like most of life right now in the year 2020.
Okay,
It's
last up,
almost over, Ashtray.
we've got Teddy with the Xbox Series X Fire Hoax.
Okay, so the day the Xbox One X came out, all first generation consoles have a problem with them. This one was a little bit weird because they said it was catching fire, and I heard about it from Tito, and I don't really trust what he says. I have to look it up every time he says something.
God damn.
So I
His name's
looked.
Tito.
So I looked it up and everything else, and you do see a few videos, but they are quickly debunked. Apparently, people were taking their vapes, whatever. You can make big clouds with these vapes. They were taking these big vapes and putting it in their Xboxes, and it would come up and make it look like they were on fire.
Blowing
And
into the exhaust.
blowing it into the bottom and come out the top. Xbox, after the first two videos appeared, Xbox said, "Please do not blow vape into your Xbox One Series X, whatever."
Yeah, like, fucking, you're gonna gum that shit up.
And there's there was another video debunking everything else. But my thing is, why are I don't understand why first generation consoles do have problems. The Xbox Series X is it's cutting off. It's cutting off by itself for no apparent reason. There's some videos saying it won't take in discs, and there are other videos showing this making a loud clicking noise. Those are the three that have been confirmed by Xbox. But they were gonna fix it. But I don't understand just because that Xbox doesn't mean you pop up.
I think
Xbox.
some people people like trolls.
people,
They just want to
right.
get a
I
rise.
get that, but I mean it's a like saying it is catching fire. I mean I don't understand what the benefit of that is besides having people look at that video. I mean,
Well,
other
that's
than
what they
that,
want.
and
That's
by having
exactly
people
what they want.
look in the video, they get the clicks, they get the likes, and then
Mhm.
they feel important for a brief
Well,
period of time.
where apparently my life has more meaning than these sad bastards.
Oh, it is.
Yes, I
sad
guarantee it
I mean,
does.
that is extremely. I mean, it's this is a
They
frustration
don't know
of
how
mine
to
because
talk to women, but they know how to
yeah, that's
vape
fine.
into their own brand new video game system.
But yeah, just don't fuck it up for other people. I mean, I want to get one, and it is going to be a first generation, and it's. I would think the common person would think they did enough testing to know that these things aren't catching fire.
That isn't
randomly.
gonna fucking blast out smoke
really,
like a
yeah.
goddamn forest fire. Like, Jesus Christ! All
I
right.
mean, I don't know if Oracle has a video up, but
Yeah,
or
I
video
played
up,
the
but-
video.
Oh, did
Yeah.
you? Okay, yeah,
I mean, it was quite obviously fake.
yeah.
All
He
right.
never showed the bottom, so.
Yeah. So Travis says some people just want want to watch the world burn, Teddy. So I agree.
Yeah,
Yep.
stop quoting shitty Batman movies.
Okay.
Shitty.
That's it.
It wasn't shitty.
Okay, that's it.
That's it for the
Don't-
fucking
don't-
show. Go fuck yourself, Muncie, Indiana.
Fucking money.
Yeah,
That's our show.
You still owe me money. You still owe me money, Muncie.
We're going to
I
be
ain't
here
forgot.
every Thursday night at 10 p.m. Central. Make sure you join the conversation at the redeyereport.com or facebook.com/redeyereport. We don't fucking know the Twitter. I think we tried to recover
Okay.
it, but
No.
then we forgot.
Schlegbog.
I recovered
Schlegbog.
At
now.
Schlegbog.
Oh,
at
hell,
Flatbog on Parlor, but I recovered the shit. But it's linked to you, Oracle.
Oh,
So I have to wait for you to respond.
I think that
to
might
send to
be an
either
old
email or
email
phone
that I don't
number.
have access to anymore.
Okay, well, but the phone number ends in
Just go to
47 or something.
Schlegbog.
I don't have that
Schlegbog.
phone anymore, dude.
Jesus Christ! But y'all blame
What,
Teddy.
your
Way to go.
number's gone?
That's cool.
Yeah,
It's
I don't
cool.
have
It's
that
cool.
number anymore.
Wow, awesome.
Well,
Way to
then
go.
you're fucked.
Yeah, we're all fucked. Y'all blame me. Fuck y'all.
Oh, well.
Yeah, right. This is why we're not famous.
Schlegbog. All right.
What's this leg bug on Parlor? How do y'all say? Is it at Parlor on leg bug or whatever? What is it?
I think it's just at Schlegbog.
I don't want people going to Parlor.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, yeah, our followers don't need to go to Parlor,
Just
but if you want to troll,
Twitter at
it's,
Schlegbog, man. Schlegbog me.
conservatives.
Schlegbog. All right. That's it.
leg bug.
I'm Oracle.
I'm Ashtray.
I'm Mystic.
And I'm drunk Teddy.
Boom.
Bam.
And this is the Red Eye Report.
Oh my god.